What's up, everybody? This is Carmine Davis, and you are listening and watching, watching and listening to the Carmine Davis Show. Okay, I'm a little bit under the weather. I don't have time. I'm on a time crunch, but I'm gonna let you guys know that this show is strictly Diddy. Okay.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Don't stop. Woo! Yeah. Let's go.
Diddy has been in the news for the last couple of months, child, or it's like at least a month or so right now. Time is going by fast. Okay, but so this hot topics I'm going to dedicate to the Diddy situation. Like I said prior, I never got to break the news about Diddy, but we've talked about Diddy and his woes and everything that's going on with him, from Danny Kane coming out and Aubrey O'Day and all of them talking about Diddy and all these things. And I've alluded, which people have been alluding since I was a kid, that there was something going on at that Diddy camp, and it's been going on since the 90s, bitch. And so the allegations that come up, they, seized his house, they did all these things, and more mess is coming from it. Okay, so we're going to start with the first hot topic. Before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. So I can do it for my health, child. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And then also, don't be afraid to leave a comment. This is not really about Diddy per se, but it is about Diddy's child, okay? And they say the apple don't fall from the tree. From LoveyScott.com, Christian King Combs' attorney addresses lewd and meritless sexual assault lawsuit. Christian Combs' lawyer has released a statement responding to the sexual assault and harassment lawsuit recently filed against the 26-year-old. Now, this isn't about Diddy per se, but it's Combs family related. This is just another lewd and meritless claim from Blackburn, just like what he filed in the Rodney Jones lawsuit, which he still has not served. This complaint is filed with the same kind of manufactured lies and irrelevant facts we've come to expect from Blackburn, as stated Aaron Dyer, attorney for both Christian and his father, Sean Diddy Combs. Dyer goes on to add, this is exactly why the federal judge in New York slapped him 2 days ago for a pattern of behavior in improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention. Embarrass defendants with salacious allegations and pressure defendants to settle quickly. And while he was referred to the disciplinary committee in the Southern District of New York, we will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. Alleged victim Grace O. Maracan filed a lawsuit against the Flyest in the City rapper Friday, April the 5th, claiming he committed sexual assault against her in 2022 while on a chartered private jet yacht. The suit alleges O'Macran has employed as a steward when Combs had her take a shot of liquor, which she believes was spiked. She also accuses the 26-year-old of attempting to grope and kiss her despite clearly rejecting his advances. She also claims he later cornered her again and attempted to force her to perform oral sex before she was able to fight her way out of it. Marquise, whatever her name is, attorney Tyrone Blackburn also represents Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer who filed a lawsuit against Diddy earlier this year. The suit comes amid Diddy battling his own legal woes as his LA and Miami homes were raided last week by Homeland Security in a sex trafficking investigation. Dyer released a statement following the incident, calling it a gross overuse of military-level force. I agree. To that last part. This does sound like it's I want to say, seeing those kids and all that shit happen, the Homeland Security swarming in on that house. Now, I don't know all the details about what's going on over there. None of it has really come out. Much of it hasn't come out. But laser pointing at those kids, unless there was something where they felt like they were capable of harming other people, they were armed and dangerous, there was no need for that kind of force. Even if they were armed and dangerous, Homeland Security, the FBI, police should be trained to be able to take down these people nonviolently. So I thought that was crazy that when Homeland Security, when they seized that man's house like that and was so forceful on those boys and everybody involved. I don't know what I think about this sexual assault. I always try to be on the side of the accuser, but this one is a little, I don't know. Child, I don't know. We're gonna have to keep our eyes on that one. Leave a comment below if you guys think that Christian King Combs is guilty or innocent of these claims. And we're going to move right on to the next hot topic. Before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to this podcast. We don't do it for our health, okay? And this one is from Lovey Scott. RayJ thinks Diddy's pals haven't defended him because they're trying to understand his legal woes. RayJ has shared his thoughts on the mounting allegations against Diddy. For the One Wish singer, the rapper's friend have yet to come to his defense because people are still trying to understand the situation. The 43-year-old offered his 2 cents when speaking to TMZ on Friday, April the 5th, at the Los Angeles International Airport. I think a lot of people are just trying to understand it, he explained. Understand what it is and what's not, you know. It's still a big question mark. Pray for everybody, though. Prayers up for everybody. RayJ, however, kept mum when he asked about Diddy's infamous parties and whether he saw anything bad happening at one of these events. I don't know, man. He said, I gotta plead the fifth on that one. Child. Okay. RayJ is the latest celebrity to address Diddy's legal woes. Akon previously told TMZ, I would like to say a prayer for that man. God knows best. Whatever's happening, God's dealing with it, and that's the best thing to say. But it's very unfortunate that things in this business are always being exposed in some ways, and I think things could be done differently, the rapper singer added. But I think this is a matter for God, and he continued to deal with it how he's going to deal with it. Akon went on to note, I think when you have platforms like this is a year of truth in the end of the day. He continued, which I agree. Things are going to be exposed, but power is exposed to who it's exposed from. We're going to go more into about Akon's comments in the next hot topic, but I want to talk about RayJ. Basically, pleading the fifth to me sometimes is an admission of guilt. And, you know, I think there is a common thing where I talked about it on the show coming from the R. Kelly case. And this is not me, what's the word? People have to understand that there is a difference with these men because this is a way of life for RayJ. RayJ's been doing this forever. R. Kelly has been doing this forever. Diddy has been doing this, like we said at the beginning, since the fucking 80s, 90s. They've partied like this forever. So you are actually sitting these men down, bringing homeland security into their household, seizing and taking everything that they have, accusing them of things that have been going on since they can remember. These men have worked hard to party like this. It's disgusting, right? It's disgusting. The things that they do are disgusting, but they work their asses off and they think this is the life that they want, right? They think that this is the way to live, and it's not. But in their mind, having a place, a yacht where people can come on and do blow and till their eyes fall out and fuck whoever, no matter how much she's screaming or saying no, is a dream to these men. It's disgusting, but it is a dream. Having these exotic women who, even if they do say no, they won't say no once they drink this drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been a standard for these men for so long, and you're sitting them down. So for their speaking about what RayJ said about it being confusing and trying to figure out what's going on, they're confused as to how are you holding, this is not what it's supposed to be. And then these black men, it is weird because they are learning from these billionaire white men or these millionaire white boys. They learn to party, they get the shit from these guys. You know what I mean? Like, been at this, not George Clooney's house, and they seen people do these things, and they want to do it one day too in their own place. Allegedly. I just said George Clooney because I can't think of anybody else. But do you get what I'm saying? Leave a comment below if you understand where I'm coming from. And not that I'm saying that it's right, but you have to understand where people are coming from when they're confused, in their confusion, where their confusion lies. Now, is he wrong? He's always been wrong. 1,000% dead wrong. He's been wrong in the 80s, he's been wrong in the 90s, he's been wrong in the early 2000s. He was wrong when he told Aubrey O'Day to change her hair color. You know, he's always been wrong. But holding him accountable now and wondering why he's confused. And we're going to move on to the next hot topic from LuckyScott.com. But before we do, I'm sorry, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I'm going to do it for my health. And we're going to go on to the next hot topic. LuckyScott.com. Akon prays for Diddy amid his illegal woes, wishes things could be done differently. Akon recently shared his thoughts on Diddy's ongoing legal battles, telling everyone to pray for the mogul. The 50-year-old shared his thoughts when speaking to TMZ. I would like to say, just pray for the man. He began, God knows best. Whatever's happening, God's dealing with it, and that's the best thing to say. But it's very unfortunate that things in this business are always being exposed in some ways, and I think things could be done differently. Rapper, singers added, but I think this is a matter for God, and he's continued to deal with it how he's going to deal with it. Akon went on to note, I think when you have platforms like this is the year of truth, and at the end of the day, he continued, things are going to be exposed, but power is exposed to who it's exposed from. Everyone's going to have to answer for what we do on this earth. We all have issues, problems, skeletons, and then we also have rewards and achievements and everything of that nature. The musician born Aluan Damala Bedade Akon Theon, butchered that name, I'm sorry, further elaborated, for the most part, I just believe that God is dealing with you. You gotta let the process flow. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Aside from Akon, Fat Joe recently said he's been praying for the best thing for Diddy and his family. What I can say in the most respectful way is I don't know all the details. He said when he's sitting down with Hot 97, but I've been praying for him and his family. Prior to this, Tyrese Gibson came to Diddy's defense on social media, sharing a photo of the latter on Instagram. He pinned, I don't condone nor do I support bullying, sexual assault, or anything that is currently being alleged, but what I can't do is turn the blinds on how much this means to me and all of us and what we have done for the community of music and culture. True Capricorn fashion, Tyrese made this about him, but and that's saying this from a fellow Capricorn. But going back to Akon's response, I'm not mad at that. That was nice. Pray for Diddy. We're gonna keep Diddy in our prayers. If you know, I agree. I agree because it's nothing you can't take away from what happened. I think anybody knows what's going on over there at Diddy's. They can, and if they don't know, they can imagine. And it's something that they've not heard, not have heard before. It's Diddy. You know, it's what it is. But I do think that we could pray for the truth to be exposed and healing all around for the victims, for him, for his family. And I think it's the best thing we could do. Why not, Akon? I like that. I like that. Very intelligent, very sound. I like that. I'm not no shitty comment about that. Amen. And we gonna move on. That's the show. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm a little under the weather, a little weird and warped and wrapped around, too tight. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta go. But I love y'all. I will talk to y'all next week.